This week's movies: In Secret, Omar, and Elaine Stritch, Shoot Me.
She is the conduit to a time that really was the golden age of theater in this country.
Elaine Stritch, Shoot Me, is an intimate portrait of the Broadway and cabaret entertainer. In his review, Stephen Holden writes, Miss Stritch is one of the ultimate examples of a classic Hollywood type, the brassy, hard-boiled dame who is never at a loss for a wisecrack.
You look good. Your hair looks good for a change.
The disparity between this performer and the frail, fearful old woman seen in the hospital after a medical crisis could hardly be greater. On one level, Shoot Me is a conventional celebrity profile.
She is confident and brassy and stylish and gorgeous.
But on a deeper level, it is an unflinchingly honest examination of a woman who is aware that the end is approaching.
Bound to be interesting.
Ta-da! I brought you a present. Imported from your long-lost past in Vernon.
In Secret is the latest adaptation of Émile Zola's Thérèse Raquin, a naturalistic novel about incest and murder.
I want to fall asleep in your arms.
In her review, DARGIS writes, times and tastes have changed along with social mores and moral codes. And while Zola's story of adultery, murder, and madness was once a scandal, it now sounds as familiar as an episode of Law & Order. The actors' performances and the filmmaking lack the frenzy that might explain how these two crazy kids turned into murderous fiends.
Therese, it's your move.
It's always the quiet ones in the corner that you have to keep an eye on.
Omar is a drama about three young militants embroiled in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In his review, A.O. Scott writes, the title character is so completely trapped that it becomes difficult to imagine how his story will end, a narrative blockage that symbolizes the larger impasse in which Jews and Arabs now find themselves. The film does not hold out the promise of a just or satisfying resolution, a fatalism that is all the more devastating given its realistic methods and humane, understated performances. This is a world from which all trust has vanished, and where every relationship carries the possibility, perhaps the inevitability, of betrayal.
خد نفس حدد الهدف تاعك طخ تقدر تسويها عني؟ بنفعش هاي مش لعبة